We've been on YouTube for 30 days. So it is August 14th, and tonight we're going to take the conversation down a little bit of a different road. We're going to talk about our first 30 days on YouTube. We're going to share, what our expectations were in the beginning. We're going to talk about some big challenges that we face, and we're going to end it on a high note talking about some wins. So stick with us tonight. It's going to be a little bit of a different discussion as we head around the homestead. So what were our expectations in the beginning? Well, if you want an honest answer, I'm not really sure. I didn't really have a whole lot of expectations for this. One thing I will say was more of an expectation for myself, and it was to really just give our story in true color, 100% honesty, the good, the bad, the ugly. And I believe that if we're gonna do it that way, if we're gonna present it that way, then we're gonna either get a following or we're not, but people are gonna know that we are genuine. People are gonna know that we're doing this the right way. And you're gonna see the unkept parts of our farm. You're gonna see the parts that are run down. You look right here beside of me, I have our old garden that is run down from the sheep and the pigs, and that's what you're gonna see. And that's what I can assure you going forward. So that was the expectation for me. As far as other expectations, there really weren't many more because this was completely new to us. Really the first time stepping out of my comfort zone by, getting on camera like this. It's definitely a weird feeling. The first video, I'll think back to 30 days ago, the first video I get out in the sheep pen, and I'll be honest, I went over there first thing in the morning. That way I knew nobody was walking around the farm. We obviously have family that lives here. We have neighbors that tend to walk around the property. So I got out first thing and I was just blurting out to the sheep and just staring out into space and shooting our first video. It was definitely a new experience and definitely something that, I had to be ready to break that comfort factor there. So as far as expectations, I couldn't really have any because I didn't know what to expect. So aside from just giving you the truth and giving you our perspective, homesteading and running a farm and doing everything that we're here to do, the other thing I committed to myself was I'm going to run this as long as I can. I'm going to give this an honest 3 months and see where we can take it, see if people are interested in what we have to say. And that was the big thing. And to be honest, I didn't really want to put this out to friends and family at first because of course you're going to get friends and family support. I wanted to see if other people in YouTube land would be interested in what we're doing, and fortunately enough, we've had a decent amount of interest. I'm really excited to see that people have watched our videos, and of course, we're going to strive for more in time, but right now it's just cool to see people tuning into our different videos. I mean, we've talked about everything here on the farm so far, and the ideas are going to keep on coming. We're going to have more to talk about, but it's just really cool to see people watching our videos, watching what we're doing, and actually taking an interest to this stuff. So that kind of validated the whole experience for me. So I already touched on some of the challenges starting our YouTube channel here in the first 30 days. And a lot of that is just, breaking out of your comfort zone and speaking in front of camera. I've learned some other things too, your typical, I'm trying to be a little creative with your titles, trying to make nice pictures on your thumbnails. Of course, those are going to be your obvious ones. I also learned a good one. I had the camera the wrong way for the first, I would say 3 weeks. And I finally figured out that you shoot in landscape mode, you're going to get a much better picture. So hopefully you guys see that. Hopefully that our picture is a little better than it was in the early days. Some of my goofy pictures early on. You probably saw half my head, but we're figuring that out. We're learning, and we're definitely enjoying it. And the last thing I wanted to talk about tonight was just all the positives that we've seen in 30 days of doing this. So like I said, we started off, we didn't really have any expectations for this. My goal was to share our story. I wanted to teach people. I really enjoy, just educating and showing people kind of what we're doing, showing people the way to be self-sufficient, to grow your own food. So we wanted to get this out there. Again, not knowing if people were going to be interested, but the overall feedback from our viewers has been outstanding. Really appreciate anybody that's been tuning in, commenting. It really helps us out. It helps us learn, not only as homesteaders and farmers, it helps us learn as YouTubers and be able to provide you content that you actually want to see. So again, really appreciate that. Anybody that has subscribed, I thank you. We have 137, I think it is. So who knows if that's any good after a month. I honestly don't know. Somebody maybe drop a comment, let me know how I'm doing. But that's not what it's about right now. It's more so getting our content out there, showing you guys kind of what we're doing on the farm, because everyone's going to do it a little differently. Everybody's going to have their own unique setup, and the more resources that are out there, it's just going to help the community. It's going to help everybody learn. It's going to help us grow this movement all together. So the more we can get out there, guys, the better it's going to be. And so that's pretty much it for tonight, guys. And like I said, I just want to share a couple takeaways from our first 30 days of doing this. All in, we're having a ton of fun with this, and we're going to keep it going. And hopefully you guys are seeing value in our content, in our videos. We got tons of ideas coming your way. Just to name a few, we have Chicken Day coming this Saturday. So going to be an awesome one, showing you our whole process on how we do our chickens, put them in the freezer. Still thinking of a couple projects for this fall, whether it's going to be a pig waterer, so it's automated there, and also maybe a chick brooder, being that we do have a broody hen right now and a bunch of eggs, and we're thinking through that as well. So got some projects coming. We got Chicken Day coming. We're going to keep updating you on the pigs. We're going to keep talking about the sheep. We're going to show you everything we're doing, winter pasture planning, you name it. The ideas are just going to keep on coming. If you guys are interested in anything, as always, drop a note in the comments, ask some questions. We love to interact with you. We love to help other people out. So drop that stuff below, and we'll be sure to get back to you. And as always, guys, it's been 30 days of doing this. Been saying good night every night, so not going to change now. Have a great night, guys. Thanks for watching.